Good morning and good evening. The 30 power always will support our president, the 30. Do the right thing. And we love you, Tatai. I wanted to comment today about the elections on the 14th of May. It was Monday. Today is Wednesday over here, but it was on a Monday about barangay elections and who tries to fight and wants to be elected. Those kind of days and people who's have competitions with the other person and what happens in between these elections, these barangay elections and so on. So all I can say about these elections, this is really like a gambling. This is not the elections, this is a gambling, this is a bribing times for people who use their money or have a bit of money for those times to pay and do corruption of people to be elected. So I don't find that this really fair. I don't find this is really the right thing and the right way to do things and to be voted to be a barangay captain. It could be a barangay captain, it could be a senator, it could be most of people who works for government. So I feel this is really wrong. The way we're doing this is a time for us to change the way of barangay election is made and is done. Most of the reasons is, and on the way of these elections, most of the elections actually, even before when he was senators, even before when he's president, it has been happening for so long and so many years in our country, is every time people dies when we have elections. And this is so wrong, because of elections, people are killed, sent some people to be killed, some other people who's competitors to the opponent. And this is so wrong. And then using money to bribe people to be voted for them and paying them, this is really wrong. We shouldn't be allowing this kind of things still going on in our country, as we have our president in the Philippines, which won the best in the world at this moment in time, and he always will be. So I do hope our president, the 30, puts, the ending of these kind of barangay elections or any kind of elections to for people to be voting for whoever it is, to be bribed, to be paid through, people paying whatever they think they can use their money to win their votes, which I do know, and people can pay. Let's say they pay me, I'm gonna vote. If you give me 10,000, I'll vote for you. If the other one give me 20 or 15,000, I'm gonna vote for whoever gives me much more. So this doesn't work this way, because people are voting not because they like this person, not because they know this person, what he can do and help us along the way in our barangay place. Because to be a barangay captain is not just only you being voted for and then you sit your ass and you're being around and you taking your salary and you using as your power of being a barangay captain to do the things what is suitable for you and what is suitable for the people close to yourself, and be still corrupted, still bribes. And this is what I find it wrong, because in my place where I live in Cavite sides, and the barangay person who is over there, and the place where I live, where I have my houses, I really don't like it. The way of this barangay person manages the area and what they're supposed to be doing, which they're not doing their job properly. They're not doing anything. It's quite a while I've been trying to meet the barangay of my place, which is supposed to be more maintained and much better than it is, which that's what barangay is supposed to be doing it. And whoever is in charge of those places supposed to be making the places much better, and what is better for the people, what is better for the community. But this is not happening. What's happening is they're using, and they don't care about anybody else. They don't care about anything else when they are elected. They just care about their power, what that barangay seat can do for them and for some families and for some close friends, whatever. But other poor people outside, after that, they don't care. They give you the money. After it's like you don't have no right to say anything. And I find this is so wrong. Barangay captains supposed to be helping the areas where they are in charge improvise or improve the areas, improve the homes where people live. No, I'm not saying to build their houses, but the areas are being cleaned, being maintained, being everything to be okay in those kind of areas, which my place at this moment in time is really, I'm really messed up. I really don't like the person who's managing that and who's the barangay captain around those kind of places. So my saying about these barangay elections, it does cost lives. People dies for something. If you are competitor to you challenging someone else, and some people are killed for wrong reasons. We should stop that. Only now, as far as I know, is 35 people were killed in these elections, just around Manila. So I don't know through the islands and everything, because Tacloban, the person who's challenging Tacloban and the other person who's challenged the other barangay captain, this is really corruption, the way they do it, and using money and using people which they are close and they have power over them. So for me, this is wrong. This is supposed to be stopped. If this continues all the time, what I suggest to our President Duterte to do all over our country in the Philippines is, when it comes to elections of barangays, and who wants to challenge whoever that person on that barangay, if we start paying people to be voted for them and using bribes, still this is corrupted. So if this doesn't stop, what I suggest our president to do, every person who wants to challenge to be a barangay, even if they not choose through the people, because it doesn't make no difference. Nobody's choosing for the people. The people is going over there to vote to someone for reasons which they're going to get paid, they're going to get money for it. So they don't care if that person who's trying to be a barangay captain cares about their welfare or cares about their area or cares to improve anything about those areas what the barangay captain is in charge. So they don't care about that. They just care being bribed. You give me 10,000, I'll take it. You give me whatever more than the other, yes, I'll vote for you. This is wrong. And this is not how it's supposed to be. So the following elections, any person who wants to be a barangay captain, and all what I would like our President Duterte to do is for us to stop the people to vote, or we don't pay anybody. These people who's bribing, barangay captains who wants to be barangay captains are bribing people and paying them. We shouldn't be able, and it should be illegal to do that. And the people should vote for whoever barangay they would like to vote, honestly, without paying and like that. If the people doesn't want to vote for anyone because they're not going to get anything, so what our president should do instead then is, when it comes to barangay or any kind of elections of any senators, instead of people voting and expecting to be paid, then we should do a different way of, we have meeting, or for those kind of times, our president had to be around those places. Make a meeting with the people from whoever's challenges, whoever wants to be barangays in one place. And then we hear what they have to say, what they're gonna do, and what they can do on their place, and what they're gonna improve, and whatever they're gonna do for the people. And we're having some senators in our side, which is from the senators we're using in courts or things like that, and we become to see who is the best candidate for, and who is the best person to be a barangay on that place. So instead of bribing the people and paying them for voting for them, this is corruption. So we should find a way of doing, like as I'm saying to over here in my video, let's find a way. Is not the people who will be voting for barangay captains, but it will be a decision of our president and our senators, which will be the judges of those barangay captains, who is going to be and who's the best person to be on that place. It's not the best person who has money and who has challenges. It's the best person who says, I want to be a barangay captain for reasons of, I want to improve the area I'm in charge with and the lives of my people, or the people who lives on these areas, and everything else, what I'm going to do and what I would like to do. And presented that. And then whatever they say, what they would like to be, what they would like to improve, and then we go through the basics of what they are saying, and we should record all that, what they are saying, and the money we are provided for that barangay place. We should be looking into it, and if that barangay captain is doing the right thing of spending the money which our government gives to each barangay places. And whoever said it, I want to do this, I want to improve this, I'm going to improve this for my people in my barangay, can be done. So that's how I feel, and it's better to do this way of any kind of elections, of any being to become a barangay or to become someone else, because the people is bribed through money, and this is gambling in the same thing is corruption, paying someone to vote for you. So for me, this is wrong. We should stop that. Our president should stop that, and we should come to a conclusion. When it comes to, I'm going to repeat myself again, when it comes to barangay elections, we not allowing people to vote because there's no point. I don't see what's the point. The people don't care who's there, who's not. All they care about is the money you're going to give it to me that day. So I'm going to go and vote. So instead of we doing that, you'll be the same as our president stopping and saying, from now on, any barangay captain will meet from all our Philippine country, could be from every island. You will come to Manila, to whatever Malacanang or whatever big place we have, and we have the judges like senators who's over there, and takes 1 or 2 days or 3 days for us to decide who's the best barangay person to live in charge of that area. And this is my opinion, and this is what I think our President Duterte should become to do this and apply, because every time people dies in these barangays. One day when I leave home in the Philippines, I would like to be a barangay captain, and I will have that right to do a barangay captain, but I would like to be on the right place, and like to, what you say is what you do, and it's not about using your money to bribe people and pay people to vote for you. If somebody wants to vote for you, if somebody wants to do something for you, you should be with their hearts and think what you say and what you doing is going to be right for them and is good for the community and the people, not for just because I'm paying them, and that's bribing. So I do hope our president, the following time, it could be any barangay, it could be any senator, we stop that and we change it everything to be dealt with not much of the people to be barangays or senators, but decisions of our president and some senators to be the judges and decide who's going to be a barangay captain on that area and for how long. And that's what we should do. And we stop these killings. 35 people killed in Manila, just around Manila, in every barangay. So, because of elections, because who sends it? I'm one of them who's, running for be a barangay captain. If I don't like my opponent, what I'm gonna do? But that's what they do, and that's what's going on. So we need to stop that. For now, the 30 power. Always will support our president, the 30, and do the right thing. I love you guys. I miss home, and take care. Peace.